Have you ever, really wondered what it actually takes to step totally outside the law? I mean, when the justice system just completely fails you.
Right, yeah, like when the authorities flat out tell you there is literally nothing they can do.
Exactly. The institutions you trust are just, well, useless. You can't rely on the courts or the police. You need a ghost. And today, we are profiling exactly that kind of ghost, Malick Diop, the tactical mastermind from the novel Around the World for My Son.
Yeah, and the stakes here are just incredibly high. A desperate scientist, Alexandre, well, his son is abducted to Kazakhstan by a foreign intelligence ring, so he realizes the rules meant to protect him are actually just trapping him.
Right, which brings him straight to Malick, a former French Foreign Legionnaire turned private contractor, and he specializes in what's known as black work.
Black work, exactly.
Okay, break that down for us, because, I mean, it's not just Hollywood shootouts, right?
No, no, not at all. It's unauthorized surveillance, uncleared border crossings, basically actions that governments actively deny. Malik is all about consequence over, blind violence.
Wow, okay.
Operating in this space means leaving absolutely zero administrative footprint. If you're using your passport or like leaving a digital receipt anywhere, you've already failed.
So it's about manipulating an environment so subtly that no one even knows you were there?
Yes, precisely.
It's kind of like playing chess on a board where both the squares and the pieces are entirely invisible, or like water moving through cracks in a foundation. You don't actually see the water.
Uh-huh.
You just see the structural damage it leaves behind way later.
That is a perfect analogy. Malik isn't hiding in the shadows. He's just ensuring his presence isn't registered as an anomaly. But, that creates a massive logistical problem for him.
Because of Alexandre.
Right. He looks at Alexandre, a brilliant civilian, but completely panicked, and realizes taking a grieving father into a hostile, off-the-books environment, well, that's a death sentence for both of them.
Right, you can't exactly execute a high-stakes rescue with a guy hyperventilating next to you.
No, you really can't. So he has to forge him into an operative in literally 3 weeks. It is grueling, physical conditioning, stress tolerance.
But how do you even do that? I mean, you don't just put a guy on a treadmill for a few weeks.
Oh, it's extreme. Malik's core philosophy is that your body has to think before your mind catches up. So he wakes Alexandre up with flashbangs, forcing him to, assemble a weapon while answering complex math questions.
Wait, seriously, flashbangs?
Yeah, systematically suppressing that natural panic. Because in a crisis, overanalyzing just gets you killed.
But hang on, I have to push back here. Stripping a father of his emotional core, just turn him into a tactical asset, that crosses a major line for me.
It's dark, for sure.
I mean, he's essentially traumatizing a civilian. You're weaponizing a parent's grief just to ensure the mission succeeds. Is he even truly helping the guy at that point?
You aren't wrong to feel uncomfortable with it. It's harsh. But Malik views that love as a fatal vulnerability if it isn't disciplined. He knows that if Alexander freezes in Kazakhstan, they both die, and the boy is gone forever.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
It's a brutal calculus, but it's the only way Alexandra survives the reality of what comes next.
Okay, so once Alexandra is no longer a liability, they can actually start hunting. But finding a hidden intelligence ring halfway across the world, I mean, that requires insane off-the-books logistics.
Right, and that's where Malik and his right-hand man, Karim Hadid, deploy this informal network of trackers, and they aren't hacking mainframes to find the boy in Almaty.
Yeah, the diesel fuel. I absolutely love this DT.
It's so smart, right? They rely on the data of everyday life betraying a hidden presence.
Exactly. They pinpoint this isolated farmhouse because they notice massive spikes in diesel deliveries. A farm that size has absolutely no business burning that much fuel, unless, of course, they're running heavy generators to keep a high-tech surveillance operation totally off the local grid.
It's a perfect example of mundane anomalies exposing the target. And as they prepare to strike, Malik enforces a really strict operational rule. Precision beats confidence. Confidence gets people careless.
Because confidence makes you assume you know what the enemy will do, which leads you to skip checking your corners. Precision means treating every single variable as lethal until proven otherwise.
Right. And that precision dictates the entire explosive climax at the farmhouse. It's a total masterclass in environmental control. They don't just kick in the door.
Oh, the silent perimeter takedown.
Yes. They use the hum of those exact diesel generators to mask the sound of silent tranquilizer darts taking out the perimeter guards.
But even flawless plans degrade.
Right.
They secure the boy, but then they end up having to fight their way out.
Yeah, turning the extraction into this incredibly chaotic bullet-riddled escape across the Kazakh plains with multiple vehicles bearing down on them.
It really proves why Malick is the ultimate ally in the shadows. He is the calculated force you need when playing by the rules guarantees failure.
Completely. He shows Alexandre how to navigate a world completely stripped of institutional safety nets, which makes you wonder who you would call if the safety nets in your own life suddenly vanished.
It really does. And it leaves you with this haunting reality to consider. Once you learn how easily the rules of society can be bypassed, are the institutions we rely on actually designed to protect us, or simply to keep us compliant?
That is the big question.
Definitely something to mull over.
Yeah.
Until next time.